Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in? Like there's something different about you, but you can't quite put your finger on it? Well, what if I told you there's a book that explores this exact feeling? A book that delves deep into the human psyche and the search for self-discovery? That book is Demian by Hermann Hesse, and today, we're going to explore why it's a must-read. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the world of Emile Sinclair. First, let's talk about the plot of Demian. The story follows Emile Sinclair, a young boy growing up in early 20th century Germany. Emile feels torn between two worlds, the safe, respectable world of his parents, and the darker, more mysterious world of the streets. He meets Max Demian, an older student who introduces him to new ideas and ways of thinking. Demian challenges Emile's beliefs and encourages him to question everything he knows. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but why should I care about a German boy's coming-of-age story? Well, here's the thing, Demian isn't just about Emile's journey. It's about all of us, and our own journeys of self-discovery. Hesse uses Emile's story to explore universal themes of identity, morality, and personal growth. One of the most interesting aspects of the book is its exploration of duality. Emile struggles with the idea of good and evil, light and dark. He learns that these concepts aren't as black and white as he once thought. This idea is still relevant today, as we grapple with complex moral issues in our own lives. Hesse's writing style is another reason why Demian is worth reading. His prose is beautiful and poetic, yet accessible. He has a way of describing emotions and experiences that feels deeply personal. You'll find yourself nodding along, thinking, yes, that's exactly how I've felt. The book also delves into symbolism and mythology. Hesse draws on various religious and philosophical traditions to create a rich, layered narrative. For example, the character of Demian is often associated with the Egyptian god Abraxas. This adds depth to the story and gives readers plenty to think about and discuss. Now, let's talk about the character of Max Demian. He's not your typical mentor figure. Demian is mysterious, charismatic, and sometimes even unsettling. He pushes Emile to think for himself and to question societal norms. Through Demian, Hesse explores the idea of the free thinker and the importance of individuality. One of the most powerful themes in Demian is the concept of finding oneself. Emile's journey is all about discovering who he truly is, beyond the expectations of his family and society. This theme resonates with readers of all ages, but especially with young adults who are figuring out their place in the world. The book also touches on the idea of mentorship and the influence others can have on our lives. Emile's relationships with Demian, Pistorius, and Eva all shape his growth and understanding of the world. It's a reminder of how the people we meet can change our lives in profound ways. Hesse wrote Demian in the aftermath of World War I, and the book reflects the disillusionment and search for meaning that characterized that period. However, these themes are still relevant today. We're still grappling with questions of identity, purpose, and our place in a complex world. One of the most intriguing aspects of Demian is its psychological depth. Hesse was influenced by the work of Carl Jung, and you can see this in the book's exploration of the subconscious mind. The dream sequences and symbolic elements add a layer of psychological complexity to the story. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds pretty heavy. Is it a difficult read? While Demian does deal with deep themes, it's actually quite accessible. The story is engaging, and Hesse's writing style keeps you turning the pages. You don't need to be a philosophy major to appreciate the book's insights. One of the things I love about Demian is how it encourages self-reflection. As you read about Emile's journey, you can't help but think about your own life and experiences. It's the kind of book that stays with you long after you've finished the last page. The book also explores the idea of personal responsibility. Emile learns that he must take charge of his own life and make his own decisions. This message of self-empowerment is particularly powerful for young readers. Now, let's talk about the historical context of Demian. The book was published in 1919, right after World War I. This was a time of great change and uncertainty in Europe. Understanding this context adds another layer of meaning to Emile's story. One of the most striking things about Demian is its timelessness. Despite being written over a century ago, its themes and ideas still feel fresh and relevant. It's a testament to Hesse's insight into the human condition. The book also touches on the topic of spirituality, but not in a preachy way. Hesse presents different spiritual and philosophical ideas, encouraging readers to think critically about their own beliefs. Demian is also notable for its portrayal of strong female characters, particularly Eva. In a time when women were often relegated to secondary roles in literature, Hesse created complex, influential female characters. Now, I want to address a potential criticism of the book. Some readers find the symbolism and philosophical discussions a bit dense. However, I'd argue that this depth is part of what makes Demian so rewarding. It's a book that reveals new insights with each reading. Let's talk about the impact Demian has had on literature and popular culture. The book has influenced countless writers and artists over the years. You can see echoes of its themes in everything from modern literature to music and film. One of the things that sets Demian apart is its honest portrayal of adolescence. Hesse doesn't shy away from the confusion, anxiety, and excitement of growing up. This raw honesty is part of what makes the book so relatable, even today. Now, you might be wondering, is this book only for teenagers or young adults? Not at all. While it's often categorized as a coming-of-age story, Demian has something to offer readers of all ages. Its exploration of identity and self-discovery is relevant throughout our lives. The book also raises interesting questions about the nature of education and learning. Emil's experiences challenge traditional notions of what it means to be educated. It's a theme that's particularly relevant in our current debates about education reform. One of the most powerful aspects of Demian is its message of hope. Despite dealing with heavy themes, the book ultimately affirms the potential for growth and self-realization. It's a reminder that we all have the capacity to shape our own destinies. So there you have it, folks. Demian by Hermann Hesse, a book that challenges, inspires, and resonates with readers more than a century after it was written. Whether you're struggling with your own identity, questioning societal norms, or simply love a good coming-of-age story, Demian has something for you. I highly recommend giving it a read. And hey, if you've already read it, why not share your thoughts in the comments? I'd love to hear your take on Emil's journey. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more book reviews and discussions.